All right, here we are, Impact and Influence Radio right here on iHeart. And today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento. Sacramento's complete solution window covering experts. Give them a call, 916-790-8689 or blindsofsacramento.com. Now today, we're hanging out with Shaline Jane. How are you, my dear?
I'm thankful and blessed.
We're gonna have fun today.
Yeah, we are.
So we're going to be talking about quite a few things. Who you are, what you're doing. We're going to be talking about water as well. I'm a water drinker. I do drink a lot of water.
Water is not created equal.
Water is not created equal, and we're going to be learning about that. I get mine out of the fridge, the little thing there.
Yep.
And sadly, that little filter.
It needs to be changed.
It needs to be changed. So we just unplug the fridge and just plug it back in so it thinks it's a new one. Yeah, so it's, like sandpaper.
It's okay, we'll level you up. Well,
we're going to talk about that today. All right, so I think where we should start is, who are you?
Oh yeah, that's a mouthful.
Right?
Who am I? My name is Shaline Jane. I'm a community leader, an entrepreneur, and I am just excited because I've been able to be the founder of Hydration Love for over 18 years.
Holy smokes.
I've been emceeing.
So you own water.
Yeah. I've been a cellular hydration specialist for a long time, an educator and teacher at heart, and then passionate about women and leadership empowerment in the nonprofit sector. So I'm the president of the Salvation Army, Women's Auxiliary, and then also I MC. I'm a professional MC and mistress of ceremonies for events, moderating panels.
And then you're also a beauty pageant winner.
I am. I'm a 2-time beauty pageant winner. I was former Miss Sacramento and Miss Philippines Samar.
We got rock stars in here.
I mean, it's fun. I definitely love to be able to be challenged and grow from all the experiences. But I mean, you're looking at a girl that was raised by a single mother, immigrant, didn't speak English, and grew up homeless, and went through a lot of trauma and setbacks and challenges, and despite it all, been able to do a lot of great things.
No, I love it. Okay, so you did briefly mention what you do, but let's get into the whole hydration thing a little bit here. Let's talk about Hydration Love. What is this? And not all water is created equal here.
Yeah. So I market a Japanese medical device.
Okay.
They use it in Japanese hospitals.
Okay.
And by a push of a button, you can change the pH of water.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know that there's properties to water. So there's molecular size, big water, small water.
Yes.
When you talk about hydration, you want little small waters that can permeate and penetrate through the cellular tissue.
So this faucet over here, what is that?
It's usually large molecules that you'll never be able to hydrate with.
Is it just garbage water?
It's garbage water. Yeah, the city
chlorine and
full of crap that you don't want in your body. But you know what's even worse is the bottled water.
Oh yeah, I've heard this because
It's full of microplastics, and the gas that's released.
Yeah.
You can't smell it, taste it, and it's cancer causing to the body. So I talk to a lot
What
of.
What isn't cancer causing though?
There's a lot of things that are not, like things like antioxidants, meditation, things that bring you peace and tranquility.
Okay.
Healthy foods that are not GMO or medically or bioengineered.
Yes.
Right. So we have bioengineered meat now.
Oh God, I had Lucky Charms for breakfast.
Oh, that's okay. That's sugar.
It's garbage.
Look, but the thing is, what's so funny is that I became preventative health.
Here I am telling you all my secrets. Lucky Charms and tap water.
But you know why I drink good quality waters? Because I loved all the bad stuff. I wanted my short ribs. I wanted to make sure I eat French fries, Oreo cookies, and all the things.
Who doesn't want to eat that
right.
stuff?
I want to eat all this stuff. But my dad had a stroke in his 40s, and half of his body got paralyzed.
Oh
my mom had cancer. My family was sick. And I knew if I continued down this sad diet, of America,
yes.
I'm going to end up with sickness, disease, and aging.
You know what's funny that you say that? So my wife, she's from Uzbekistan. And so in Russian culture, they grow all their own food.
Yeah.
And so in mom and dad's backyard,
they grow
everything.
I love that.
And in the magazine even. So, I want to introduce you to Crystal Dunn. So she writes an article every month about the power of food.
I should write you hydration articles.
Dude, well, we will talk about that. But she she tells a story, every month she's talking about different food and different recipes and how to do this. She works with the local churches and these things. And no, it really is about
what you put in your body.
Yeah,
well, I think it's about detoxification. You got to detox the bad stuff in the body.
Yes.
So then you can put in the good things. Because why work so hard and become successful when you get sick, then all your money and resources go into trying to keep you sick. And that's what I love preventative health for.
So, so we've talked about water. Now you're also doing hosting. You're hosting events, emceeing events. And you were also mentioning you wanted to be the face of businesses and you do commercials and those types of things.
I love that. It's my God-given gift and talent. I naturally am able. Most people get like their fear is public speaking. Mine is like that's my number one talent. Is public speaking.
You know what's funny is when I get in front of an audience, if I walk around, I lose my mind. I have to take a bar stool with me, and I sit there. And I sit in the middle on a bar stool.
Focus.
And then I usually will speak for a couple of minutes, and then open Q&A for the entirety, and I can talk for hours.
Yeah, I'm sure
because
you can.
Because we're helping people.
A lot of people can talk for hours, but do I want to look at you for hours?
Nobody wants to look at me. That's why
I think they would want to look at me.
There's a reason why I don't film the show, yet she's filming, and there's a reason for this, right? So yeah,
I think that it's just overflowing joy that I have this energy that's constant, and I'd love to be able to overflow the good things that God has.
Let me ask you something, and I'm not trying to be intrusive here. And
okay.
It's a very, very important question. When you get in front of an audience, is it that you like the attention because it fuels ego, or do you like the attention because God's giving you a talent, and that talent is that energy that you're bringing to an audience? Because I used to have to get in front of people, and it was pure ego. And then the moment I realized that, I went, oh, and then I don't even want to be in front of people anymore.
Yeah. It's a great question, and it's two, actually. I don't care. I don't have ego. I don't care about the ego and the pride. That's something I don't have. What I care more about is, does it make sense? Most people are talking about a subject matter. They're going to a conference or something like that, or an event. And a lot of times there's disorganization. Nobody knows what's going on, what's up next, what's going to come forward. And so those pieces, my brain wants organization. So when I go into an event, I want it meaningful and impactful. So my skill set's not only the brain organization, but it's also that I have the beauty and the presence. And I'm a heart-to-heart person. I want to be able to make sure that someone walks away from that experience wearing like, wow, that was informative. Plus, she's extremely passionate about the subject matter.
What you touched on something, and whether you realized it or not, people are wanting to get away from this like digital, this disconnected Zoom type of, culture. People want to be in front of people again.
Yes.
That's why the magazine has worked so well, because it's actually people in front of people.
Yeah.
And that's, people come to me and are like, hey, can I do the show remote? No, I want you here. Even though we're recording in a wine lounge, we want you here. We want you in the mic. That energy is so important.
It really is. A lot of times, the human interaction.
We're feeding it off of each other.
Well, what you make me think of is like there's those people that are really big online. And then you get in person and you're like, this 4 foot mofo is not like.
I think
you're a lot bigger.
I think she's referring to Joe Rogan.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like they online, their presence is like so big, it's so flashy, and I meet a lot of women like that too. They're gorgeous. But then you get in front of them and they are a blank.
It's just different.
It's so different. They're not.
When I met Grant Cardone, I didn't feel that way. Grant Cardone was like,
no, he's a real deal. I know his wife.
Yeah. Grant was crazy. Yeah. Grant was one of those people
Grant's great.
That was nuts.
He is who he is.
Exactly. 100%.
Right. That's how I am.
Yeah.
What you get.
And he's freaking gorgeous. I hope I look like that at that age.
You can. Look, you can. Detox with good water.
Not eating Lucky Charms.
I lost 40. The reason why I got into the water business is because I actually lost 40 pounds and I got off all my medication.
You know what's funny about that? And it's nothing funny about having medication, but the funny part about the losing weight is I did lose weight. And I've told this story a million times. I lost weight, and I'd go into a gas station or meet with a client, and they'd go, "What's up, bro?" And then as soon as I got fat again, they would go, "Yo, what's up, boss?" And so when I was on 105.5 FM, and then we went national, they called me the Tony Soprano of radio. And then we go into COVID, and all of a sudden you lose all of that, and then I started to lose weight, and I was riding my motorcycle everywhere, and just doing COVID because we couldn't be anywhere. And then I come out of COVID all skinny, and then I start gaining weight again. Being out and eating like crap, and just living. Essentially, you're on the road, right? Because you're living in events and everything. And then I start gaining weight, and all of a sudden I'm to Tony Soprano again.
Yeah, that is funny. It's funny. You correlate someone that has either a big belly or a healthy weight. You're like, oh yeah, that guy makes a lot of money and eats good, right? Kind of thing.
Oh man, I think it's different for women than it is for men.
Absolutely, it's different.
For women
I'm all about the natural presence. There's just so much that's thrown at women right now where you have to have BBLs and put tons of needles in your face and bigger lips and I'm just not about the BS. I really believe that women are beautiful naturally.
Oh, yes, 100%.
And we've gotten to the point where they don't even look like themselves anymore.
Their energy radiates. No, seriously, their energy radiates. I get some people in here recording, and I just go, oh my God, some of these people, the energy is just, they shine. It's crazy. She's like, I know it's me. All right, so talk to me about Salvation Army. How did all of this happen?
Oh my gosh. So just to let you know, I've sat on boards since 3rd grade. Okay, I'm I was running for student government ever since elementary school, and ever since 3rd grade, I've sat on boards my whole entire life.
This is your thing.
It's my thing.
And this is why you know Portia.
I do. I know a lot of people in the political sector.
Portia's wonderful.
She's great. I mean, I know a lot of people that sit in higher up
I'm
positions.
really looking forward to her and my first debate together.
I have a bigger lineup for you. I mean, Portia's wonderful, but
we had her on, but I want to debate politics with her because she's a Democrat and I have conservative views.
I'm a conservative. I'm a Christian conservative,
and I would love to just sit there and debate because that's when you learn something.
Yeah, well, you should have dialogue. I mean, that was what Charlie Kirk was all about. It's just have the conversation.
We had a Green Party member. We actually have that recording somewhere. We had a Green Party member on one of our shows 10 plus years ago. And I swear to God, I was like, this is going to be horrible. And I learned so much in that hour. It was supposed to be an hour conversation. I think we ended up speaking for 3 hours. We had to turn it into 3
wonderful.
shows. No, it was incredible.
No, that's what I'm all about. I think people have so much resources, talents, gifts, and their knowledge base
and just different perspectives.
Bring that to the table. Yeah. I'm all about I don't need to know everything. I need to know the experts that know what they need to know.
Yeah, but the other side, you got to be able to have a conversation with people and see
Absolutely.
Portia's so intelligent.
Yes.
And I want to dig deep. It was so funny. I was telling her, I was like, one of the people that I want to, my dream, I'm putting this out into the universe. My dream is to interview Gavin Newsom.
I went to his Christmas party.
I've wanted to for years to interview this guy, and because I think he's a Batman villain, and I want to get inside his head and figure out how the hell he thinks. He's a genius, and I think he's the greatest politician, the living politician we have on the planet currently.
I totally disagree with that.
I think he's the greatest politician.
I think I totally disagree with that. And I
didn't say that he's the best person. I didn't say that he's the best pick.
I think you should know people's history and who they're connected to.
I'm talking about
where
politics.
The money flows.
I'm talking about politics.
I'll tell you, people in position of politics are not the people that are running it. It's the people behind them.
See this? This is why we learn stuff. This is
why
we do this.
They're the face.
Yeah.
They're definitely the handshake. They're the forefront person. But the staff does everything. I mean, it's what runs the whole political network is the back end.
So you don't
staff.
think Newsom's a genius?
No, his staff is.
His staff is the genius.
That's what you have a chief of staff for. Your chief of staff tells you
because
what to do,
I look
to
at the guy
when.
and I go, holy crap, this guy is just.
You have directors that.
Do I want him
expertise?
to be president?
No,
not really. No. But it's like I want to interview the guy. I want to get in his head.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, no, I'm all about people with integrity first, and so character means more.
See, we went to this. Frank and I, we went to this Newsom sit down with his press people thing not too long ago, and they were talking about all this. What
He's
I didn't
big into press. If anything,
Well, what I
you'll
didn't
get
like
his-
about it is they spent the 40 minutes of the hour presentation talking bad about Trump. I'm like, I'm not here for that. I want to hear about Newsom. I want to hear about what his ideas
yeah.
and his.
But
and
it's not his own ideas.
But I had a couple. I did take away a couple of great takeaways
Okay.
from his thing. Actually, it was very interesting.
Okay.
But at the same time, I mean, yeah. I think the guy is. I think he's a supervillain.
I don't think that you. I think people that you think are the people are not the people. It's really the people behind the scenes.
People behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk more about this.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have to come back and do a whole another show just on this.
Yeah.
All right. So talk to me again. Talk to me about what you're looking for with your, getting
Well,
in
we were
front of
talking about
audience.
Salvation Army. You asked me about
Salvation
nonprofit
Army.
boards.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that, that I've been a boardroom person and leadership, and I think it's really important that women nowadays in our generation, that we have places where we can grow in our leadership skills and abilities. But I love that I'm able to serve the community with programs. A lot of people don't know what Salvation Army does, and then what our women's auxiliary does is really bring light to the programs that are helping our community. Because most people don't know that we have shelters and a camp that we send kids to, or that we do all the angel tree where we foster children out of really bad places and bring them to places where they can have a livelihood and a career, or we have a culinary school. So there's so many programs that we support that a lot of people just don't even know about.
Now you're working with Ann Fong as well. Is she involved in any of this stuff?
She sits on my sister's house. So I used to work as a domestic violence agency person for my sister's house for women. So her jerseys, every single time it's a jersey sold, a percentage goes to my sister's house, which is wonderful. And I mean, being in Sacramento for over 20 plus years, it's the trifecta here. You have all the NGOs, the nonprofit organizations there's a lot in this region. Plus you see all the political sector because we're the capital of California.
Yes.
And then you have all the free enterprise, where all the private businesses that are local here. So it's that trifecta that makes this region such a powerhouse.
Well, I think Sacramento is one of the greatest places on earth. I've always said this, and it's geographically, the weather, it's affordable, it's so diverse.
Yeah.
There's so many cultures here. Those headphones are a little big on you, I think.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But no, I just love what Sacramento brings. I want to get back into your you getting in front of audiences. You want to be the voice for companies and so forth. How do you want to go about this? And really, what are you looking for?
I'm really looking for professionals that know they have to host events or panels or conferences or trainings. And they need an outside external person that understands and can comprehend their subject matter, but also be able to carry that event through to success, and also keep it on time, keep it engaged, and make sure that it has an energy and a flow to it that's successful for everybody that's attending. Very
interesting. Okay. The types of clients you're looking for, the types of companies that you're wanting to work with.
I love anything in law, IT, entertainment, culture, community, and politics. I do a lot of events like that.
You are what is all that noise? You are passionate about politics.
I am.
You're enjoying it. I do. You got a little aggressive.
I do. You know why? I think because of civic engagement. I think every person. I'm firstborn generation here in America. I think it's extremely important that you understand your civic engagement rights and your constitutional rights. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not perfect in any way that knows everything, but I know enough to know that we the people have the power to be able to make decisions on our politics. And so a lot of people go into Sacramento or wherever they live, and they don't feel like their vote counts or their voice counts. And that really is saddening to me when I'm like, no, you absolutely have a right and a voice. And you just need to know the political how it works. Yeah. So then you can navigate properly. Yeah. And most people just don't know how to navigate. You're not taught that.
Well, we're not really taught much in school.
No. So my biggest thing is like, Who's your local city council member that is, voting for your property, for what's going on in your taxes? Who's your local assembly person? Do you know their name?
I know McClintock's office is right there.
Yeah. And what district do you sit in? And
I have no idea.
Right, exactly. See, and then who's your Congress? Who's your senator? You should know this.
I know, we should.
Absolutely, you should. And you should know because they're voting every single day. The assembly floor in the Senate hits every Monday and Thursday. Unless if there's a holiday on a Monday, then they're there on Friday.
Most people don't know this stuff.
So it's public,
she
right?
She needs to do a political
They're
show.
so public, right? I do. I really do. And the thing is that you have more power. Like I have everybody on speed dial. I have the mayor on speed dial, my city council member on speed dial, my assembly person. I have them on speed dial. I know their office. I know their staff. Like you should know that because they're voting on things of like your family, your property, your taxes, your money, when people say, "Oh, I don't want anything to do with government or politics." Well, you should because
they're the one controlling everything.
They control your whole life when you don't know anything.
Very interesting.
And you should be able to gut check them like, "Hey, you know what?
You see she's schooling me right now. She's literally schooling me right now.
You should gut check the leaders that are representing you. And if they're not representing your values or they're not representing how your family believes or your children should go in their livelihoods, then you should be able to say, hey, look, bro, knock that shit off and get your shit straight. Yeah. We, the people, don't believe in that.
No, very, very interesting. Okay, so you're bringing a lot to the table. Where I want to go with this is... what are you trying to accomplish here today? Are you putting your name out there? Are you trying to grow your audience, get in front of more people?
Yeah.
Are you trying to increase your sphere of influence, as they say? Like, what are you trying to accomplish today?
I think I'm already doing it. I mean, people that know me know that, okay.
You mean business?
In business, yeah. Most people just don't know that I'm here.
Yeah.
The people that know me, and then they're like, why are you not bigger? Like, like there's other people that should know that you exist and tap in. And I think that's the biggest thing.
Well, then that's where we start.
Because I'm a heart-to-heart person.
Yes.
Like I'm gonna come gonna come to see you. I want to shake your hand. I'm an old school traditional type of person.
Well, that's our age show.
Yeah, I think that's our age.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
I think that is.
We're not the young people. I was on Instagram last night going through memory lane on the things that we used to do as teenagers, and remember the thing that we put our fingers in and we would go like this.
Yes.
It was just a bunch of stuff like the little. How about the S? You remember the S?
Yeah. Yes, the S that we drew.
Yeah. All these little things, and I was thinking about this last night. And I was like, that was 35 years ago.
Yeah, the pagers. And it's like the thing is now is like I'm a FaceTime person. Like when you call me, I want to go FaceTime. Everyone in this other generation is just like text message.
I know.
And I'm like, no, I want to see you.
I want to talk.
I want to talk to you. I want to see your face, your nonverbal communication. I want to know how your energy is.
Well, there's only one problem with that in El Dorado Hills. What? There's no service up here. It doesn't work.
Well, you know what? Even in Orange County, we don't allow 5G network towers in that city, in Irvine.
We don't have, look at how much cell service I have. We don't have cell service up here. Thank you. We don't have cell service up here. You notice there's no speed bumps up here. They were voted out because it would damage people's cars.
Yeah, because everyone's driving their low Porsches.
Yes, exactly. And then they
Ferraris.
voted out all the streetlights because it would obstruct their views.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, I am all. And see, the thing is that if you don't know your local politicians that are voting for those things, and then you got X, and then you get mad. Why are they doing X, Y, A, B, C? Well, fool, you weren't in the conversation, and you didn't. But I think I also believe in transparency and governance. Like if you hold leadership positions and anyone in political office, they need to be more transparent to the community and their constituents that they represent. So if you are in office or looking to get in office, make sure that you're transparent about your leadership.
Shaline Jane, SHALINE JANE. Man, we could talk for hours. This is just good stuff. 949-200-0501. 949-200-0501. Anything you want to add before we get out of here?
If you are sick and tired of drinking toxic bottled water and your tap water from your fridge, call me. And if you're looking for a face or a spokesperson for your next event or your amazing company and you just need someone to represent well and speak well on your behalf, call me, search me. I am Googleable.
Googleable.
I'm Googleable.
Googleable. 949-200-0501. Shaline Jane, hey, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you guys
I'm
for
excited.
watching. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
For impact and influence.
Oh, we're going to get into all that in just a moment.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.